Hello everyone, Brett Play Game back with another Days Gone video. On this daily Horde video, I am going to be showing you how to make a DIY 500 Freaker Horde. Now I don't know about you, but it's always bothered me that the game only has one Horde that is 500 Freakers. That's the old Sawmill Horde, if you're not aware. And I figured, you know what? I'll just make my own then. So today I'm going to show you how I do that. Now this isn't new information, other people have done this before. But I'm just going to explain how it is that I do it, how I keep everything together in order to get all of these hordes brought together into one location. And I'll show you on the map here in a little bit exactly which ones we're picking up and where we're going with them. So starting out here at the Tumult Community College, first things first, it is really easy to lose a few freakers here and there when you're trying to bring them all together into one horde. And as a prime example here, I use that vision that I have there. There's a couple running around up at the top. So what I want to do here is just zigzag back and forth. I'm going to zigzag back and forth constantly and get the attention of all of these little stragglers and try to lump them all together into one mass. And as we're doing that, we're going to, yeah, see here I'm doubling back again. There's a few there. They're probably headed our direction, but I like to make sure that everyone's bunched together. Now, while you're doing this, there will be certain times where, you know, it's happened to me as well, where a bear or a breaker or something will suddenly come in out of the background and draw the attention of a few of them away from the group. And you can wind up losing those freakers to the environment, and then you will get all the way to your end location and start opening fire on these four hordes that you're putting together, and wind up with nothing left to shoot, and one of the hordes still hasn't popped off. You still haven't gotten the notification that it's been cleaned out, and that's because there's like 3 of them that just wandered back to their nests, and it can be very frustrating. So, yeah, here I am just, again, just trying to keep all these guys together. I make a little bit of a mistake here. Started walking slowly, and it nearly cost me. To be very careful of that. And you can also wind up a little too obsessed with looking back at the horde to make sure that it's all grouped up and, you know, run into a tree or something, you get yourself stuck. So here the next horde has already heard us coming because we're making a lot of commotion with the mess that's behind us. But just to be sure that they are on us, I am going to go over the fence here and go past this house where they hang out. Check and make sure. Yep, there's one stumbling out there, but he's joining the rest of the horde very quickly. So we should be in good shape. And just to be sure, I'm going to go all the way back over here, just to keep everyone as close to that house as possible so that I am certain the rest of that horde has joined the group. So there's still a couple trickling over the fence. We've got so many of them at this point. We're at 250 freakers right now. We're about to make it 375 when we cross this bridge over here and get the next horde to join us. Now, that next horde is going to join us pretty easily, again, because we have so many freakers chasing us at this point that we're going to be making a lot of noise. They're going to notice it, and they're going to join in the pursuit. There you go. See just that one random one right there? I had to go and pay attention to that one because they can split off. You wouldn't think so. It's like, yeah, he's still running pretty fast. Yeah, if he runs off like behind some other rock or down here in the river or something like that, you can easily lose him. And one missing freaker will throw this whole thing off. So now this horde, yep, here we come. They're not even going to need to see me. They're already drawn to the mess that we're making. There you go. So that's perfect. That's perfect. They're all joining in. We're going to channel them all through that one opening. It's a lot easier to keep track of them there. Some of them will certainly swarm around the other side of this building here. I just fire a couple of shots to make sure that they hear me in this direction. And right now they're kind of spreading out. They're spreading out a little bit more than I would prefer. So what I'm going to do is come over here, get some high ground, and just get a quick glance over there and see, is everything flooding my direction? It looks like it is. So we're not going to risk running back and doing circles around that big horde that we've made. It's a little too dangerous at this point, honestly. All it takes is one of them to snag you, and there are so many others that you'll get taken over. So this is where we started, the Chemult Community College Horde, and then we ran those ones over to the Groose Gardens Horde, across the bridge to the Chemult Station Horde, and now finally we are going to end at the Cascade Lakes Rail Line Horde. They are going to come out very quickly. They're going to hear us coming. We've got 375 freakers behind us, and with their addition is going to make 500, and then we are going to open fire and just have a hell of a time fighting off this DIY super horde. Now this is going to be a different experience if you're used to fighting the old sawmill horde, because there are a lot of different traps that you can use. That area is made to fight 500 freakers. This area is not. This is just wide open. It's rocks, it's bushes, it's a couple of trees, and that's it. So be careful here, have some sort of a plan, know how to channel all of these guys together to give yourself a better chance of taking out chunks of them at a time. And remember, we left our motorcycle way back at the community college, so we can't refill our ammo or anything either. We've got these 500 to take care of and only what we've got on us. So make sure you come prepared. And here we go. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.